Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Satisfactory with me, your host, Parallax. One of our wonderful community members has pointed out that, in fact, I did have a misconnected merger block down here, and that the ingots that were coming out of here were backed up. So we went ahead and fixed that, and then you'll notice that I don't know how it happened, but these things need 300 copper ingots each to make the powder. So this right here needs 600 output, and I think these are making 30. So there was I made many. I made like 10 of these making the copper, and that's just not appropriate. We only need 2. We only really need 1, but I just made another one just in case there was any overflow. That should be a smart. That should be a smart sorter, and I should have made it where if there was any overflow, it sends it forward. That's what I should have done, just so the efficiency of that one would be like 100%, and then that one would take whatever the overflow is. That's what I should have done. I did not, though. And then over here, I think I added 2 more smelters, just because this was backed up. It wasn't being used, and it could have been because this one was not hooked up correctly. That could have been where the backup was, but I went ahead and just added 2 more smelters, just in case. And in the future, if I ever do something with more copper, like over here, I see how we're kind of backing up on all this copper. Like, we don't need all of these, like this wire here. We just don't need so many of them making wire. We might send some of that copper ore. You see how this copper ore is not being used right now? Right? Like, we might send it over there to that line. I wonder if we could do that. I wonder if I could do, let's do that. Let's do a smart inserter. So, a smart splitter. Oh, I have to have an AI limiter to build one of those. Here's programmable. Let's do programmable. Can I, outputs to the left, add a rule. Overflow. And then center, destroy that. Okay. And then just do a merge. And there we go. So now if there's ever any overflow, it'll send the overflow out, but it won't take away too much from that line. Like, that line will be fed, but there's overflow, it'll come out here. And that'll help bolster ingot production over here, and then hopefully we'll have one of those running at 100% efficiency. They probably won't, because I didn't do a smart splitter, I just did a regular splitter. But there we go. How close does that get? It gets nowhere near where it needs to be. Same thing with that one. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So this is going to be a programmable. Let's rip that up. And then that into there. And then here, center. It is center, and it's just going to be overflow. Okay. Does it not realize that I hooked that up? That's interesting. Programmable. Oh, there's a deal right there at the bottom. I wonder if that's messing it up. Okay, let's do that. Do that. See, it's not even behaving as if it's a, oh, it won't do any left. So any can go to left, And then center is only overflow. There we go. Any can go left, and then center is overflow. So there, this one now should start getting 100% efficient. Then it just won't, unless it gets to 60. Almost. Almost. Just one or two more. Are we backed up on ore? We're almost backed up on ore. But this one right here probably isn't contributing anymore because... Oh, it is, but it's contributing a very small amount. Is the same thing happening over there? Or we're just not using all the ore? It looks like it's coming out pretty regular. I could do the same thing though. I could do the... Uh-oh, I heard... Oh, I thought I heard the, I saw that, and I thought I heard the thing open, but I guess it was something else. The little, the crazy little bug thing, whatever it's called. Okay, so here, left, add a rule, it's overflow only, and then nothing goes out to the center. Here. Let's do this. That. Oh, that's a out. Can I do that's an out too? I need a merging block. Why does it always have to look ugly? You know, like why does it have to look ugly? Why can't it look nice? It isn't like that. What are we doing in this episode, you might ask? We're wasting our time. Alright, where's that box at? I saw it in there. Get rid of that. Okay. Are we backed up here? Yeah, looks like we're backed up. Okay. Okay. And now if I don't have a space... Oh, no, I do have space. I can put down another smelter. Alright, let's put down some more smelters here. And this is just going in line with... this is part of the plan, right? I told you that we were going to try to be more efficient. Like we were trying to find efficiencies in the system after we got the after we got all four of those being produced. So this is definitely part of it. I hope that there's one more hookup. There is. Okay. Now let's see. Hey, it gets to 60. Nice. Does it get to 60 again? It does. There we go. So at least we're going to have one operating at 300 or 100% efficiency, and we're going to get 50 of these a minute. And then we are going to have, eventually this is going to back up, and we are going to have leftovers, and then the leftovers are going to come over here, and we're going to be using all the ore coming through here. And we have it set up where we're not going to impact our cable, because we're not going to be allowed to take ore from these lines unless it's overflowed, right? Unless it's overflowed. And that way all that stuff, it will continue working. There's a backlog there that's getting cleared up. So eventually those smelters we added probably won't be needed. It'll be very soon. just as soon as that backlog clears out of here, and then that backlog will clear up. Let's just kind of watch it happen. It's kind of neat. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Now remember that this thing holds like 10, so it'll take like 10 iterations of it going in like that before we see it clear up. Well, it should be like 10 iterations. It should clear up. Come on now. If this was sustainable, if that right there is not if that's gonna be like, if it's a perfect balance right there where we're not gonna see it clear this backlog, then we'll have to add one more smelter. I just don't want to add the smelter if it's not gonna be used, you know. Wow, it might be balanced. I have to remember that there's like 10 ores inside that thing, so I just gotta be patient. Okay, I'm gonna go do some other things, and then maybe on the back burner I'll come out here and I'll check this and just kind of see where that's at. But I kind of feel like I want to add one more smelter. Okay, alright. You know what? There probably isn't room. Well, there is room, but it just wouldn't look very good. Okay, we'll just leave it be. Okie dokie. So there we go, folks. That's the first 11 minutes of this video. That's kind of making sure that we have enough copper powder. Let's go over here to the particle accelerator and let's see kind of what it's doing. This thing right here, you have to make fused modular frames, or you need a fused modular frames, but those are really hard to come by. You're only going to get one of those every so often. And then out here, you probably have a backup. Yeah, he has a backup of copper powder anyway. Cool. Alright. So let's go and do more interesting things. I can't get to the top. I need to put some more boom tubes in. Okie dokie. Now, I noticed when I was on my way up here to fix that, someone had pointed out again in the comments, when I was coming up here to fix that, I noticed that the train was bringing like 250 or 280 aluminum frames up, or aluminum casings up. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot more than like the 160. So I was pretty happy to see that. I gotta ask myself here, is it the aluminum casings? Yeah, that's just what's holding us back. We just need more aluminum casings. So if we go out here, we look at the aluminum factory. Oh, someone had said in one of the videos that the aluminum factory at the base in the south was going to mess up because because I wasn't using all the output water. Excuse me. I wasn't using all the output water. And that was eventually going to back up, and I wasn't going to... What is this? This is them not being able to produce. See, there's 500. There's 500 ingots sitting there doing nothing. And even though this needs 60 per minute, it only requires 2 to start the process. I really don't know how I feel about 1,000 ingots or scrap aluminum sitting here doing nothing. I just don't have access to silicon to make this work. And I know that these things now are producing. Maybe I should just do this. No, because then it'll start filling that up again. Ugh, it's just a bad way to be. But let's see. here's the input, right? The input looks strong. The output for the water is going over here into a power plant. You might be right. It takes water and outputs silicon. Oh, it's just this one. It's just this one that does the water output. This one's turned around, I think. So there's 46 water inside of it. 45 water. I think that's a good balance. I think that's a good balance. Right? Or it's idle now. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it needs to be 2 coal power plants. Maybe it can only hold 45. Okay, so logistics, a splitter. So there, that, into that. This is going to look bad, but let's go ahead and do 9 into there. And then 3 cable. 4 out of 4. Okay. So there he's getting water, generating electricity. Let's go over here and look at this. There we go. Now the water's being cleared completely back up out of this, and now it's at 100% already, but it does seem like it's producing a lot faster. Like it does seem like it is actually 100% rocking and rolling now. And there was 45 water here, so I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay. And that's going to be a lot more ingots. Looks like are rolling out of the line now too. Good. Wow, look at this. This guy actually is building up a stockpile of aluminum. What? Look at that. Is this guy going to build up a stockpile? Let's see if he gets to 12. Oop, I saw 12 for a second. 13. Oop, saw 13 for a second. 14. I see 14. Come on. I thought I saw it. Yep, there's 14. Saw 14. So he's building up. And this guy probably is not going to be building up at all. I'd be surprised if we see 14 out of this guy. I would be surprised if we see 14. No, he's treading water. Oh, 14 for a second. Holy smokes, folks. Holy smokes. Yeah, so now this line is making... I think this line is now at 100% operation. Thank you so much for the 2 individuals. One who pointed out that the copper was being backed up over there, and then this individual who pointed out that you should have 2 coal power plants for one of these. So thank you so much. That's great. Because the aluminum casing is exactly what we need. You know, just a million. We need tons of those, right? Tons of those. Okay, you're running at 50%. So it takes you a second, right? And then you're running... Oh, you're running at 50% too. I thought you'd be 100. I thought you would... Oh. You must be the only one running at 100%. Or you will be. Okay. My goodness. My goodness. Well, there they go. There they go. That I think that's more coming into the system now, more than it was. So that's great. And of course, if we just had more bauxite in this area. Oh, did I use a Mark III miner up there on that thing? Did I use a Mark III miner? I don't think I had access to Mark III miners when I climbed up there. I really don't. Let's go up there and see if it's a Mark III miner. It might be. Like, I kind of feel like maybe I would not be surprised if it is a Mark III miner, but there's a part of me that thinks I did not have access to those when I made the climb up there. Let's just go up here right quick. I'll turn on my flashlight so you can see what we're doing. Let's go up there and see if it's a Mark III miner that's getting us that. And if it isn't, we'll upgrade it and we'll get some more of this stuff. Man, the local wildlife. Where's my cluster bomb? Give me a cluster bomb. Ah! They're hostile. Oh, is that it? That's all of them? Oh, look at the big ones. I think the big ones just push things around. I don't think they actually do damage, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, like Starship Troopers. When they are trying to invade Clan Dathu and like all the plasma is neither light nor sporadic. Remember that was the intelligence. The intelligence said that they would encounter plasma, but it would be light and sporadic. All right. Is a Mark II miner. There we go. So we now know what we're going to do. We're going to go upgrade that to a Mark III. Oh look. Even as a Mark II, are you backing up? It is backing up. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. We have some. We're going to upgrade this to a Mark III miner, but there's actually some of this stuff on the table that we're not using already. So we really need to. We need to figure that area out. We need to get it done. Let's go get a Mark III miner going on. Hey, it's the choo-choo train. Hello, choo-choo train. What a great guy, that choo-choo train. Alright, let's build a Mark III miner. What do we need? Production. We need 30 portable miners? No, I did 10. Oh my goodness. I was like, what? Fused modular frames. Those are going to be the hardest to get because we have to go steal them before they're used. Let's see. They're made somewhere. I think I steal them from over there because I think they need 2 fused modular frames to work. Like these 2 right here, they probably have 1 each. So I come over here and oh, nope. Doesn't have 1. Doesn't have 1. This guy is running, so he had 2, but now we're using it to build. Can I steal those? Yeah, now it's idle. So how many do I have? I have 4. I need 6. Man. Those fused modular frames. Look, we need them. And we have the production. We just need those aluminum casings, man. Aluminum casings. All right. I'm gonna destroy that bridge for a second, and then the fused modular frames are gonna come, and they're gonna pop up in this little deal, and I'm gonna steal them from. I need 6, and then I need portable miners. So I'm gonna go make some portable miners, and then do something else, and let those things, let the game make me a couple of those. And then we're going to go up there and make that a Mark III miner, and then we're gonna lay out that area down there so where we're using all of the bauxite and we're using all of the aluminum, and we're going to try to get the aluminum casing center. We'll try to get that set up. Man, if there was an alternative recipe that allowed us to make aluminum casing out of iron, that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think I ripped up my research. Yeah, I ripped up my research center. I took it with me in my pocket. While I was fixing the, look at this. We have tons of copper cable over, or we have very few copper cable over here, and we have tons of it at that other place. Not being used. So if I could run the excess copper cable that I'm using at that other base and run it over here and put it into this line, that would be fantastic. Because it's you know, it's just we're not using all of it. Something's happened where we're using a ton of copper. But anyway, I took this I took that with me so that I could put it down in the other bases. I thought I was going to be down there for a long time, but this thing got done. Like, we got it researched our deal. What? Alternative heat fused frame. So what is that? That's just a heavy modular frame and 50 aluminum ingots. And then acid. And then fuel. I don't know, man. That seems... What's the original? Is that acid? I can't... Click to expand. Okay. Oh, look at that. They give you like interesting. I want to know in the standard recipe what it is you use. What is that 25 there? Because 50 aluminum casings, basically the 50 aluminum casings is what's killing us. The 50 aluminum ingots over here, that wouldn't be... I mean, I could change everything over just to deliver the ingots. Because there's a reduction, right? Like, you make the ingots and then it takes like 6 ingots to make one aluminum casing. But if we were just feeding in the aluminum ingots, then it would be like making it 6 times more efficient. I just don't know what the 25 is. Because I know that that's like a lighter white. Well, let's see what else we got here. We're completely not interested in coated iron plates. What is... It's just an iron plate that uses plastic. I don't... Why would I... And then this automated wiring thing. What's the original recipe? This would require 2 satyrs. Satyrs are already the bottleneck for that anyway. So I am going to click on this one. Alright, do I have one more hard drive in my pocket? I do not. No hard drive is available yet. Cool. Waiting for command. I just need bio. I need a plate of that and that. While we're here and while I have that that stuff in my pocket, let's go ahead and research these 2 things. I just need 200. I think that's just biomass. And then the other one, I think I have that right behind me here. I know, I get distracted. I get distracted so easy. It's my one shortcoming. Okay, come over here to this thing. Research that right quick. There we go. Now we have access to that. And then the sulfur. What is all this? Oh yeah, I don't even know how to do... I don't even make the control rods. I don't make turbo fuel. So it's just going to be this one. It'll be toxic cellular modification with 200 biomass. Do I have any biomass left over from the biomass days? I probably don't. I probably threw it all away. Is that silicon? Was that 200 silicon? Biomass. Oh, there's 90. Okay, cool. So there's 90 biomass. I'll put that in my pocket. I'll destroy that. And then there's wood. And plants. So yeah, let's just go around and... No. I'm gonna have to have space in my inventory here. So sort this out. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Sort that out again. Alright, that'll give me some places to put some leaves and stuff. And then I think when you have the leaves and such, you have to turn that into biomass. So I think I'll come back over here after I get the leaves. There we go. Look, we're doing this again. We're picking up leaves and wood. It would be nice though if you like when you threw a bomb at like a grove of trees and exploded I think it would be nice if all that stuff fell on the ground. Not in little boxes, obviously, but you know. I really love, man, the the games like Ark, where if you punch a tree, the wood that you harvest immediately goes into your inventory. Oh, those are such great games. That's such a smart thing to do, you know? It's so smart. The games like Terraria, where if you cut down a tree, you have to like go and individually pick up the wood that falls. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. I really like the idea where it just goes into your inventory. And I'll tell you this too, like crafting games where you have to craft something and you have to have it in your inventory before you can craft it. I don't like that either. Like, I think that's a little silly. You know, like if it's, oh, you're going to build the level 5 barracks, you have to have 500 logs in your... Okay, so there's a game called Medieval Dynasty, right? Where you have to have the logs physically on your person before you can build something. And it's like, listen, nobody in medieval times walked over to the log shed and picked up 9 logs and then walked over and started building with the 9 logs. Like, they just laid them near the site. Like they like, and I wouldn't mind if they did that. Like, make it where there's a zone where you drop off the materials into that zone, and then you can just build it. You know, then you can just go ham and build the structure. I think we're good enough here. But it's aggravating to have to like pick up something into your inventory or clean out your inventory. Now this game, it makes sense because you're physically like walking around with it. And they've told you it's a pocket wormhole dimension or something. Like, they've told you that you're not physically holding it, you just have access to it. That's what I like. I like the idea that you just kind of have access to the stuff. Look at that. I could build... Oh, because I have 4 of those. Can I... There's biomass. Wow, 880 biomass. 1400 from alien protein. That's cool. That seems like a lot. Like, that seems like in early game when you kill an alien. Like, now you have access to biomass, like a lot of it. Yeah, research that, please. Thank you. Ooh, we have a whole deal now. A whole section complete. Complete. We just gotta do sulfur. And then go over here, we'll get rid of the flowers, get rid of the wood, get rid of the leaves. And then we'll go to the personal inventory over here, and we'll put up the mushrooms, put that up, put up, oh, we don't have any place. Give me the, that's 96, give me those, just because we needed them in one build and I didn't have it. I feel like the batteries can go. Put that up. The Accelerator, Saders, that can probably go. And we'll put that up. Okay. Alright. What is... How do you open up the thing to see that? And then it's fused. Fused modular frames. So what is that? That's nitrogen gas. So we have access to nitrogen gas, and instead of nitrogen gas, we would need nitric acid. How do you produce nitric acid? Nitric acid. Nitric acid is produced from nitrogen gas, water, and an iron plate. That's not bad. Do we have this alternative recipe? I guess so. But there you go. We have nitrogen gas already being brought into this area to make something. To make the, I forget what, but we already have it coming into this area. We would just need to hijack that, combine it with water and iron plates, which we have tons of, to make this nitric acid. And then the nitric acid... Hold on here, we're saving. And that nitric acid would be one part of this. The other part would be fuel. But 8 nitric acid and 10 fuel, that's not bad. And then 50 aluminum ingots. And see, this is a 3-to-1 or a 3-to-2 ratio. We're giving them 3 ingots and we're only getting 2 back. And this would be a 1-to-1. Like, we're going to give it 1. Yeah, this might be something we do in the future. Let's try to upgrade production of the aluminum first, because no matter if we go this route with the casings or if we go with the aluminum ingots, we're going to need more aluminum, right? So let's go ahead and get the aluminum squared away first, and then we'll come back and we'll revisit that. And it won't be a big turnaround either. Like, it seems like everything we're already bringing into this base that we need. It seems like we're already bringing in the nitrogen gas, and we already have the only thing that we would need to really work with is fuel. And if you remember, we have tons of fuel up there. You see that? Those fuel generators, we are making fuel here, and we would just need to not use the fuel generators and just send that fuel over this way. But that would be a balancing act of 4 different items instead of just 2. Let's go over here and see if we have some fused modular frames at our disposal, at our beck and call. We need 6. Hopefully there'll be 6 in this box. What do you think? I think there'll be 3. There's 12. Nice. I'm going to take all of them for my personal use. There we go. I'll hook that back up. 12, man. 12 of them. That's crazy. All right, let's go up there and let's turn that into a Mark III, and then let's see what we're getting. What kind of output we're going to get. It was 240, I think, when I looked at it. I think it was 240. Oh, I just saw that plastic, so in the back of my mind, I know that we have a circuit situation too, if I remember correctly, where we weren't making, like, the circuits weren't getting up to whatever. But I think, hey, what's happening? I couldn't fly up on that side. I had to fly up over here. I just pushing the up button, but nothing was moving. All right, what are we at here? 37 minutes. We're probably going to have to call it after we do this, just because we're back home now, and I can't just spend like hours and hours and hours doing things. I gotta be engaged here. More so. Okay, that's 480. That's 480. Let me look at logistics. So this is Mark 5. Is that what that is? I hope that's Mark 5. That's 480. No, it is not. Was it Mark 4? Okay, it was 480. Alright, I see. Okay, good. Alright, I didn't need to do that. Maybe I'll just real quickly. Boop. If that's Mark 4. So it produces 480, it ships 480. And then this right here, they do 480, so they all need to be at least Mark 4. I think they are. They look like they're Mark 4s. I need this thing to turn off for a second. Yeah, looks like they're Mark 4s. And then, of course, let's go check this one more time down here at the bottom. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It's all Mark 4s. Alright, good. So it's all Mark 4s. So now, what we need is more refineries, because this refinery is processing how much of that? 120. So we're doing 480. So we need double what we have here. We need double, because that's 240, so we need 2 more. So let's go ahead and build 2 more, and then I'm going to call it a day here with you folks. Actually, I probably should do it right now. Yep, I'm going to do it right now. We'll start with the very next episode, finishing this up. But like I said, I just gotta. Ooh. How many do I have to go up? 3? To make it where I don't see that. Alright. goodbye, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end it right here, but I'm going to pick right back up and make another video just so I have two. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. And bye-bye.